Hello there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am indeed doing a triple recording of The Sopranos today. This is my third episode in a row because I'm absolutely addicted to this show. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 9 now of The Sopranos season 4. This one is titled Whoever Did This. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to do this thing. We're going to have some fun, and let's absolutely smash it. Let's go.
Your Honor, I have a logistical problem to discuss. I'd like to call a witness out of order.
Whoa. Interesting.
No, I missed the early bird special.
Took a half chicken home the other night. Got 2 meals out of it.
Mr. Soprano, Allison Taft, Channel 6.
Allison, oh.
Oh, not with the boom mic. Oh,
Has he been shot? He got hit in the head by a boom.
John, I'm here at the federal courthouse where reputed mob boss Corrado Soprano just fell 7 steps.
he just got hit by a boom mic. That's negligent.
Highness in there.
To the production company. To the news.
This is Carmela, my wife.
Hi. Hi. Great to see you run again. Had her first full-speed workout this morning.
Go ahead, forestall down. I'll be right there.
What is that, a goat?
Yeah, that's your friend.
That's the goat, baby. Leave the goat alone.
She ready for the toboggan handicap?
Yeah.
That's a good girl. You feeling better, huh? Yeah.
You see that? The second she saw you, she came right over.
She likes your rubber muzzle right here. Right, Lady Pie? Yeah. You ought to see her race. She busts her heart to win.
Yes, sir. She nodding.
Thank you.
Oh.
Corrado, I gotta go. I gotta catch a plane. I'll be back Monday. Feel better.
Make sure Beppy gets my chicken home.
Corrado, you didn't get to the early bird special.
He forgot.
He
Oh.
was disoriented when he came in. Scored low on his full steam, but that's consistent with concussion.
We're gonna sue the goddamn Justice Department.
His CAT scan's negative, so far so good.
Who was there when I told the Ginny Sack joke?
Paulie. I remember Albert saying he didn't get a gift.
It was little Paulie, the witless fucking nephew. He told Paulie. Paulie tells Johnny. Fucking telephone game like high school girls.
He on it. He on it.
Want to play phone games? That party was the only time I ever mentioned Shamu's fat ass. Hello, Verona, Green Grove Retirement Home, something. Just connect me.
Fuck you doing?
Yeah, hello? I'd like to talk to a Mrs. Galtieri. She's a resident there.
One moment, please.
Oh, this not good. This not good. Going straight to Paulie's motto.
Hello?
Mrs. Marianucci Galtieri? Yes. Hi, this is Detective Mike Hunt, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania Police Department.
Really? My cunt. Really? Really? Really?
You have a son, Peter Paul?
Oh my God, what happened?
He's all right, ma'am, but I'm afraid he's in a little trouble. We found him in a public men's room in Lafayette Park. I don't know how to put this delicately. He was sucking a Cub Scout stick.
Oh, no.
No, it's a mistake.
Ma'am, I wish that was all. But I'm afraid we had to have emergency surgery performed upon arrival at headquarters after discovery of a small rodent in the rectal passage.
Oh my God.
A gerbil, ma'am. The county does not cover medical procedures deemed caused by criminal sexual activity. Section 4, paragraph 15. We'll need an insurance number.
Oh, Maroon, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Is that all right?
Ma'am, could you hold on for 1 second? I have the hospital on the other line.
Could this get him whacked?
Hey, nephew number 1.
How you doing today? You look better.
Guess who came in earlier? Tommy Formicola.
Uncle John.
Oh, no.
Cola died a few years ago.
Not Tommy, you chidrol, the son, Tommy.
Jesus Christ, you had me worried.
Oh, my gosh. You had me worried for a second.
You know, when you came in yesterday, they said you were very confused.
I was like, it's Olivia all over again.
You're hosting or something, I don't know.
I'm 71 years old, for Christ's sake. You get hit in the head. See how good you do.
Glad you're feeling better.
Better. This is Xanadu compared to that courtroom. I'm milking this thing for all it's worth.
You don't by any chance have any headaches or blurred vision or any of that shit, do you?
Nah.
Okay, then.
Who are you calling? They charge a fortune.
They're gonna sue. They're gonna sue.
Yellow.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Just on our way to St. Stephen's Green. Grab some dinner. Why? What's going on?
What's going on? Back here in the States, I think we got a mistrial.
Son of Gondor!
Hey!
The bow is meant to find the ring!
Son of Gondor! Big up!
Yes!
That could have gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Justin, baby.
I don't know what to do.
And it did go horribly wrong.
He comes to the house.
Shut up! Shut up! All right, nobody move him. Don't touch him, okay? I gotta get help.
How's Justin gonna end up like Boromir, man? I hope he doesn't. Like, I don't want to crack the Lord of the Rings jokes, but like, come on, like.
Couldn't get any breath in his lungs for 5 minutes, so there was no oxygen to the brain. So they just don't know yet.
Thank God you were home.
Hope it was an accident, all right? Just kids. Ralph.
Don't tell me Ralph got murder on his mind like it's freaking YNW Melly here.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
This is my ex-husband, Justin's biological father. He was supposed to take him to the archery range.
They were playing a video game, Ronnie. I don't know what happened.
No, nothing's ever your fault. I should never have let you near him.
It's my son.
The nights before he has to go to your house, he can't sleep.
Ronnie, don't.
Son of a bitch!
Hey, please! Ronnie, please! Stop it! Honey, please!
Son of a bitch!
You fired the bow and arrow, you stupid cunt! Don't you die like this! Nobody talks to my wife like that! Nobody talks to her! Hey, knock it off! This is nobody!
We were just fooling around.
Just fooling around? Knock it off! Stop! Well, stop.
Our psychiatrists will testify as to your reduced mental capacity. Of course, the government will bring in their own expert.
Now, we get you 24-hour-a-day nursing care because they still didn't rule out the dementia, and you might be a danger to yourself, and blah, blah, blah.
Which only bolsters our case. If the court finds you lack fitness to proceed, the trial will be suspended, and the charges against you dismissed with prejudice or delayed.
I call this woman. She runs an elder care agency. She's got an RN that'll play ball. All you gotta do is act two bots.
You're like a fox, my little nephew.
Actovats.
Mel, this muffin basket from you and your partners.
It's the least we could do.
They're milking it, alright.
I didn't know if I should come.
I don't know what to do.
I know.
I know it's his biological son, but he was, like,
How is he?
the level of care was never there for his stepson.
Not as good as yesterday. I don't know how you did it.
Justin's gonna be all right, Ralph. You'll see. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a vegetable. Oh. At least I have a daughter. Ralph's all alone. I told him he should go and talk to Father in Tintola.
You should.
He won't.
There's been some fantastic cases of this episode so far where beautiful directing, beautiful editing, where one scene bleeds into another. And obviously you had the eye sort of examination as well bleed into Uncle June's eye examination. And then, you had the horse Pyro Mai's eyes, and she almost looked teary herself, Pyro Mai. I don't know if it's like a little bit of foreshadowing as to like sort of like what's to come this episode and sort of like the grief that's to come this episode as we've seen so far. But that bleed into Uncle June's eye examination, and you had one individual go into the hospital in Uncle June, and they're sort of like milking it as sort of like a celebratory thing to sort of, you know, get him out of the case. And then you have one individual, an innocent life, go into the hospital this episode, you know, all from playing who's going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life. as Ro just said. I mean, she could be wrong, but like as we're saying, it's that contradiction as well. It's like, you know, an innocent life gets taken away this episode, potentially, although he's still alive, but like that, you know, potential right there, to have a life, to have kids, to have a family is taken away. And then you have the complete opposite of Uncle June, whose injury could have been catastrophic at his age, but yeah, they're sort of like mocking it almost and sort of like celebrating it. And, you know, you have like two individuals who are in the hospital, one gets taken away, and then one who's sort of like, not on his deathbed, but, you know, who's coming towards the end of his life, but they're sort of like celebrating that injury in a way.
Here's another one who should talk to the priest.
Is it true he took an overdose of sleeping pills?
Apparently. I also know that he and Tony are on the outs, but Tony's not talking.
Yep, the rumors. Oh, the rumors. Word gets around so quick. The sleeping pills, everything.
What is today's date?
A blonde with big tits, a hat full of Viagra.
You're cute. Fuck around. Because when that government trick gets a hold of you, you better know how to fake this.
I could do it in my sleep.
Oh, yeah? What's your name?
My name?
So you can't not know your name, because then they know that you're fucking with them.
Listen to this. Give the subject a piece of paper. Ask him to draw a circle, fold the paper in half, and give it back. These demented old bats can't do that.
Maybe you should just wipe your ass with the paper, then they'll know you're a whack job.
Hey, Bobby using the same terminology as Tony used to use on Livia, demented old bat.
You think this is funny? I'm a source of amusement. I pretend to wipe my ass in front of people.
Nah, take it easy.
I lived my whole life with dignity. Now I gotta pretend I'm a fucking drooling idiot. A scumbari.
Just a good clean way out, Uncle June, that's all.
My poor fucking brother, Elie. How they mocked him. Fucking Grand Central Station.
Always.
I should give you a sponge bath.
Svetlana, I've been wanting to talk to you.
I bring nurse. I don't come to see you.
I should never have taken your prosthesis. But it did bring me to the Lord.
Ah, you're a boring woman.
Big ass Svetlana, man.
Hey, what's your problem now?
Like anyone would care.
Pleased to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm surprised he's not eating.
I haven't been in church in years. But we had a mass for Justin. His baptism. For all the good it did.
Ralph,
See? What am I doing here?
God understands. That's why it's at times like these, he's the only one we can turn to.
Oh, he's shaved.
Would you like to make a confession?
I think I need a little more time, you know, to do a good one. But when I'm ready,
I understand.
thank you.
Let's pray. Have mercy on me, God, in your goodness. In your abundant compassion, blot out my offense. Wash away all my guilt. From my sin, cleanse me, for I know my offense. My sin is always before me.
It's great. It's again that conflict. Like, obviously you got the half and half lighting again on Ralph, but it's the conflicting emotions I'm feeling as the viewer here, because I'm repeatedly reminded about what a terrible person he is, how he treats women, what he did to Tracy, what he did to Ro, you get what I mean? I'm constantly reminded by that, but he's a grieving father at the same time here for his son, and I completely feel sorry for his son, his ex-wife, and I don't know, he's such a terrible person, but at the same time, it seems like he wants to be on a path to healing here. I'm not sure, like he's humbled by his experience, and now he knows what it's like to feel like Ro, for example. For instance, maybe Tracy's family as well, Tracy's daughter, Tracy's kid, but like he knows what it's like to hurt now for real when it's something that's like somebody that's close to him. Even, for instance, what he did to Paulie's mother, is he feeling the guilt of that now? You know, it's not all fun and games now when something happens to you and something happens to someone you deeply care and love. Did he really care and love his son? I'm not sure. Like, his ex-wife clearly attacked him for it. You know, I don't know, he was taking a bath while the kids were playing with with the bow and arrows. So I'm not too sure, but it is his biological, like, it's his son. So at the same time, like, I feel sorry for Ralph in that department, but then again, I'm constantly reminded of all the things he has done, what type of person he is, and things like that. But it seems like he's clearly humbled by this experience in the same way Jackie Jr. was humbled by the experience as well, in what he did and how the shootout went wrong and how he's on the run and was trying to be on the mend. But you saw Jackie Jr., what he did, it was too little too late. And it might be a situation here of what Ralph did is too little too late. For example, in terms of like what he did with Paulie, could that cross the line? Could that get him hit? And it's like a similar scenario here with Jackie Jr., where, you know, the path to righteousness, the path to God, the path to healing, it's right there, but it might be too late to get on that path because of what he's done, for instance, with Paulie now, for example. And it was the same with Jackie Jr. He'd already crossed that line. It was too late. He had to go.
A scholarship at Rutgers?
That's right. In Jackie Jr.'s name for $20,000.
There's Jackie Jr. mentioned.
Ralph, give me a break.
That's not all. He asked Ro to marry him. She had the presence of mind to say no. Although she did say he went to see Father in Tintola and they had a long talk.
Columbia University shirt from
I know what you mean about
Carmela.
Ralph. Although, to see him like that, and Justin hooked up to those machines. Good morning, you.
Like, it's a constant reminder as well to Tony and Carmela that, you know, it could be your son, it could be your daughter that's in that position as Justin at the moment. You saw what happened to sort of Jackie Jr. as well. Like, it could be your son, your daughter that's in that casket, that open casket. So it's like, it's brilliantly made, and it's just, you as the viewer begin to question
When have I ever asked for French toast?
your views.
Just eat the bacon.
It's unhealthy, this whole obsession with your weight.
You know, the title of whoever did this, who's to blame
you
for
out so late last night?
Justin's thing?
No, fooling around with Blondie, huh? Oh, got a guilty look on his face.
Tony, let him eat.
Mr. Tough Guy, huh? Come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy.
Jesus.
I have calls to make. Waited.
I had to smack the guy around this morning.
Nice.
At least I'm good for something.
Now, I feel like Wait, I'll let this episode play out a little bit before I echo my thoughts. I just want to see what happens.
How could I let something like this happen?
Could happen to anybody, Ralph.
You know where I was on his 7th birthday?
I just want to say it quickly because I feel like, I don't know if this episode is trying to say, like, in terms of the audience as well, in terms of like putting Ralph in this position. We, like I said before, I was saying we know what type of character Ralph is, and we've seen even his office. We've seen him sit before and have that devil, sticker behind on his desk. It's like almost the show telling us blatantly, this guy's the devil. So are we trying to feel sympathy for the devil this episode? Is that what this episode's trying to trick us into? And even when Ralph walks into Tony's room here, obviously you can see the red lighting, obviously from the bada bing, but it's the red lighting sort of illuminating him in the background, and it's like he walks in, closes the door, that red lighting is behind him. It's almost as if the devil has walked into Tony's room here. He's walked in from hell into Tony's room, because we know the type of character Ralph is. And is it trying to trick us here? Because we know from the Bible the devil plays tricks all the time. So it's that, is David Chase trying to play tricks with the audience here? Am I trying to read too much into this? But it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Lord. I just want to go back to when he walks into the room here. Here.
Can I come in?
Look, the door, it's like almost he's walked in from hell here with the red lighting, and sort of like even the door being almost like a crucifix here with the diamond shape.
How's Justin?
You know, I'll take care of the rest, whatever it takes. I don't care if it breaks me. He's gonna get the best care there is.
So, Ralph, there's something, look, I don't want you to hear it to the grapevine. Especially now. Seeing that girl you used to date, that Valentina.
I love the tie-in to the episode 2 episodes ago with the assemblyman telling him, you know, I'm seeing a girl you used to kind of be with, Irina. And it's going to be interesting to see the reaction of Ralphie compared to Tony that episode. All Ralphie can do is sit and laugh.
Rafael, how's it going, pal?
Thanks for the flowers. They were beautiful.
I wonder if Silvio knows yet. Oh, not Silvio, Paulie. He seems like he does. But he just had to hold it in there.
That poor fucking guy.
Fuck him and his alligator.
Yeah, there.
Boy, this kid's in a hospital. Little fucking sympathy, huh?
That gives him a pass? I don't care if he's got 100 kids in the ICU with arrows in their heads. He's a piece of shit. You know it, and I know it.
Who got you those no-show jobs? And not a word of
Oh, no, he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know yet.
Saint. You forget the 1,000 incidents with that guy?
Kid in the hospital. Just take a look how he fucking earns.
I know it was that miserable prick called Margaret the home.
Oh, okay,
And
here we
put her
go.
on
Oh.
Xanax just so she could sleep. She was in the hospital unit for an hour and a half with nervous bowel syndrome.
Well, whatever happened there, that was fucked up.
Fucked up?
You don't know it was him.
Listen to your friend here.
And I promise you something else on my old man's grave. I get proof it was him, he's a fucking corpse.
Nobody's killing anybody.
All due respect, T.
He says
Here's
that
the
so many
line in the
times.
sand when it comes to mothers.
You lay a hand on him, and you're gonna answer to me. If you can quote the rules, you can fucking obey them. You hear me? Don't just look at me. This is a business. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Goes for all of you. Well, now listen. I'm gonna visit your mother. That was a terrible thing, whoever did it. It's been too long now. I'm gonna go pay my respects.
Okay. She loved that.
He didn't do it while he was 4 months in the can. But, like, I feel like Paulie respects that there. But, in a way, it's like, do they know kind of it was Ralphie, but because of situation,
Conception. He's got no kids.
they got to give it a pass?
You can't expect him to understand.
I'm going to say 3 words, and I want you to repeat them. Boat, flag, shirt.
Boat.
I love how they talked about an individual with no kids, and then we transitioned to Uncle June, another individual with no kids.
Shirt.
Let me give you a hint. We played to the...
United States of America. George Bush.
And who was the president before George Bush?
John Kennedy. You know where I was when he was shot? I was getting a haircut.
Give him the Oscar. My guy's staring into the... He's staring into the sunlight. He's looking into the future, into the past.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I can't find Ralph.
He sticks to himself nowadays.
There was a fire at the stables. And they lost some horses.
Oh!
Oh my.
She survived, but
Why did you tell me I'm a half hour late back from lunch?
I'm sorry. We did everything we could, but she had to be destroyed. She was too badly burned.
They put down Pie on my... This was an insurance job. I don't care. Insurance job.
Ah, Jesus.
Ralphie always complained about how much it cost to maintain.
Fire marshal says it looks electrical. They found pieces of a blown-out light bulb in a stall, and the hay was a natural accelerant. They'll investigate, but it's a formality considering the value of the stock. No, don't.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Tony has a tendency to do that to people that are grieving. Remember, he did it to Gloria. And that episode, you had the painting of the mother with her hand on the child as well. And he just did it to Lois, I think, now. Was it Lou? Can't remember her name. It's almost as if Tony's lost an innocent child this episode as well in Pio Mai. We know how much that horse meant to him, and it's just being dragged away. That's the goat. Goat's still alive. Now, if... I don't know if I'm reading too much into this here, but we know that sort of like this show's trying to hint that Ralph is like a devil-like figure. And is Tony looking at the goat there sort of like pointing to as if Ralph's the perpetrator for this? Like Ralph's the one that did this? Because we know, like we've seen like, I think it's like, I don't know, is it the ram or the goat that sometimes like it's associated with satanic pictures? It might be the ram or the goat, like, but it could point to that. Like we've seen it like when you see paintings of like Satan or like symbols associated with Satan. For like the goat or the ram is one of them, and maybe that's pointing to there that the devil's in the details. Like that's Ralph right there that did it. I could be wrong.
Hey, Tom.
Just down at the stables. Got some bad news. Bye, oh my. She was in a fire. She's dead.
Wow. Oh, Maron. Oh, Jesus. That's why Lois called me. And after 4 messages, I got on the machine.
3 of the horses, too.
Oh, look, Tona, I just made some coffee if you want, eggs. Poor kid'll have to learn how to talk all over again. Years in rehab.
Well,
That's good news.
it's good.
At least there's a path to recovery there.
He'll use his hands. Life goes on, huh? One day at a time.
Lois said the horse was still alive, but was burned so bad that they had to put her out of her misery.
I don't even want to think about it.
At this point, the fire marshal says that it looks accidental.
What sick fuck would do something like that on purpose, huh? You know, Tone Justin loves my eggs. See, sour cream's a secret ingredient.
Right. What sick fuck?
This sick fuck right in front of you.
What's funny about God and fate and shit like that?
Tony's made up his mind.
The horse gets better and we take out 200 grand in insurance on a race coming up. Suddenly there's a fire.
What are you saying? You think I had something to do with it?
I didn't.
Anthony, what are you, a fucking arson investigator now? Come on. They said it was an accident, right?
Right?
You know what? Maybe I will have some eggs.
Toast?
Yeah. How's Corky Iannucci? You heard from him lately? You know, still used him in that restaurant fire. Excellent work.
You know, I don't understand you, Anthony. We got lucky. That accidental fire was a bolt from beyond. The horse was no fucking good with the fucking colic all the time and the fucking bills.
There we go. He's laying it out on the table. It's too expensive. I said it before.
But each time it takes something out of him. It was all downhill from here. Now, I know it's tragic to think this way, but you can't argue with the fucking logic.
Jesus Christ, you did it. You cooked that fucking horse alive.
No, I did not. But so what?
So what?
It was a fucking animal. 100 grand a piece. My kid's in the fucking hospital. I don't hear you complaining when I bring you a nice fat envelope. You don't give a shit where that comes from. Don't give me that look. It was a fucking horse. What are you, a vegetarian? You eat beef and sausage by the fucking carload.
Yeah, that was coming.
You fat fuck!
One of them's going here. I have a feeling I know who it is. Not the insect repellent.
I was a beautiful innocent creature. What did she ever do to you? You fucking killed her. You killed her. You fucking killed her.
Just like college.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
This guy.
Hello, it's me. I need you to call me back from a payphone. Now? You got 3 minutes.
How's Tony going to explain this to Carmine and things like that? Are they going to use the joke as an example? And Chris ain't calling back in 3 minutes.
Called you half a fucking hour ago.
Hey, Adriana put my keys where I couldn't find them.
Go to the drugstore. Get 2 pairs of surgical gloves. Some bleach. Come to our friend's house. A contractor. What's going on? Oh. I found him like this.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry.
Guy was a piece of shit. Whoever did this should have happened a long time ago.
So what do you want to do?
Crazy how he's echoing Paulie's words now. You know, Tony kind of being a bit hypocritical here. You know, trying to maintain that order, but him disobeying those orders. He does it with his family. He does it with the mafia sometimes as well. And this is another case of it.
The body. When they find him like this, and somebody will, there'll be a major fucking investigation. We got enough light shining on shit. Junior's trial, all that. No body, no murder. Can't take him out till after dark, so we'll get him ready here.
Are you high?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me. You're high.
I smoked half a joint before you called. I'm fine.
Look at you. Your nose is running, you fucking junkie. You promised me you wouldn't do that shit anymore.
I didn't.
Jesus fucking Christ. Can you even do this? Up, up. Get the fucking mop. Get him draining.
We already know Tony's anger and vengeance is brewing here. Like, it's crazy at its all-time high. The least he needed was Chris to rock up like this, especially an individual who's going to send his instructions down to in the future, or planning to, and starting to implement that slowly. And obviously his blood. So he needs to sort this out as well.
And I just wanted to come down so I could get some sleep.
See if he's got some Visine. Fucking nauseous. Might as well fucking killing me.
Ah! Holy shit! I I had no idea, did you?
Of course I did. You were so high on skeg, you wouldn't know if he had your mother's muff on his head.
Damn. He really was his Matrix character all along.
I mean, I got all pissed off when she said she couldn't have kids. But this new doctor says maybe she can. I don't know if I'm ready.
You are definitely not ready.
Don't overthink it. Either jump in with both feet or don't.
Leave a message, and make sure you leave your phone number. With my schedule, I cannot look up phone numbers.
How much damage
I'll
is
tell you
this
one
death
thing.
gonna cause?
You can't be high on skeg and have children. It gets a little darker. I want you to move my car away and put yours in the driveway. I want to finish up and get him the fuck out of here.
What, are they gonna say Ralphie flipped and went into the witness protection program?
Listen. About this fucking guy.
This is like one of the, I think the second act of violence we've seen this season. Obviously the first episode was the copper's death. And we've heard about other deaths. Gloria's suicide, Karen's car accident.
What the fuck happened over there, you think? Tragic.
Oh. That's the bowling ball, isn't it?
It's the bowling ball. Seller stays. Go get it. Help weigh him down.
Oh.
Okay. 1, 2.
And he joins Pussy with the Fishes.
And there's Artie with 3 kids. Think he's banging that French broad?
He fucking wishes. Can you hop by this thing?
I don't understand. Why are they burying the head somewhere else? Is it for, like, future insurance, per se? It's a case as well, this episode, of turning a blind eye. You know, whoever did this to Pi and Mai, whoever did this to Ralphie.
Keep the scoop up! What are you doing? Get out! Get out! Come on, get out! Get out! You see, this is what I'm talking about. That shit fucks up your hand-eye coordination.
I feel like that's a sign as well, like it's a nod to Chris not being able, or Chris not even being ready to lead yet. You know, he can't control the handles yet. He has no sense of direction. And then you got the boss right there. It's lonely at the top. He's the one. He's the one driving the wheels. Oh, he's the one driving. He's the one steering the ship. He's got to do it all by himself sometimes. Damn, Ralph Cifaretto going just like that.
Hey, oh! What are you trying to convey to me here?
Friends of ours. Like it could happen to them. Without, the protection of the boss.
knows about it.
Yeah, so if anyone else finds out, he gonna know. He gonna know who it was.
We were right to disappear him. You're right. For the business.
Take these out back later and burn them.
Agent Harris, Agent Harris.
Hi, Mr. Soprano.
Can I have some ice cream?
What? Well, right there.
Okay.
You gotta act Ugabats or whatever it was. He knows the cops are watching.
Mr. Sapra, what are you doing? Come here. Come back here. Come in the house. You'll catch cold. Come on.
I was getting the paper.
Catch cold.
Come on, give the Oscar to him already, man.
Just getting the newspaper. It's your fault. You forgot to get the newspaper this morning.
Okay, I make tea.
Where's the far?
Yo, you gotta rep that Bada Bing merch. You gotta rep it. Oh. Mirror shots in this show, goated. Oh, Tracy.
Where's the far?
I love how, like, in the last half an hour of this episode, I love how in the last half an hour of this episode, Tony is the one that looked kind of high, and the way they depicted his lighting, it was almost as if it was one of those public bathrooms and things like that throughout the end of the episode. And I loved the ending right there. I love how the only sort of like two rays of sunshine, or the two rays of light that were emitting on like the dance floor right there, were like two circles. And I don't know if that sort of like resembles Tony's eyesight, and that sort of like becoming clearer and clearer as the episode ended, or like sort of him regaining that eyesight. But it's funny how in the episode, Ralphie was the one that walked into walked into Tony's office from sort of like hell, the red lighting, and even you got the exit sign above that. That's the red sort of exit sign to sort of like hell, I guess. And he's the one that got whacked this episode. He's the one that died. He was the devil-like figure. And then in the end of the episode, you have Tony sort of like walking into the white light, sort of like walking into heaven, almost into the gates of heaven. I don't know if he'll go to heaven. We've had that conversation before. He's had it with Melfi, in terms of like how he sees the game, and how it's like, you know, it's war and you're only killing soldiers within that game, and how he tries to justify it. But you see this episode as well, the duality of a man, the duality of Tony Soprano, the two sides of him, you know, the monstrous, murderous side of him, but as well the loving, caring individual who has that sympathy, who has that empathy, who cares deeply for something that he's lost in this episode, an animal, in Pio Mai. And that episode showed that perfectly. That episode was fantastic. It was another gem in this series that stands out above the already great episodes we've seen. Again, at the ending, you have that dissolve to white, that sort of like Tony, I don't know if that's meant to sort of foreshadow something right there, in terms of like, you know, it's the light at the end of the tunnel, you know. He was walking in darkness, or he's sort of like walking in he was walking in sort of like a deserted Bada Bing, and I'm not sure if that's meant to signify or foreshadow that he's alone at the top in this game. You know, it's a lonely game. He has no one really by his side, or like at the top, he's lonely in the mafia side of things. And yeah, he has to do it all by himself. So that's how he sees it. He sees himself alone in this game. He doesn't have sort of like that companion with him. I don't know, but it was the first time seeing the butter being like that, and it was like eye opening in a way. Having Tony, you know, walk by himself in the butter being, and then again, not to have a traditional, not to sort of like insert some kind of music at the end, but to have him wake up, see the photo of Tracy, and then, you know, focus on that diegetic sound. Have a deserted butter bing, and just like it makes it feel much more impactful. Tony being alone in the butter bing, and I don't know. I feel like a strong sense of foreshadowing in terms of like Tony's impending doom in this game. You know, bad choice road, as Better Call Saul likes to put it. But yeah, I just feel like at the end, I don't know if it's foreshadowing him walking into that light at the end of the tunnel, or it being a lonely road, and he's gonna die with no one around him. Potentially, I'm not sure. But it was like I said, this show, I don't know, its ability to foreshadow things, its ability to sort of like reflect on things that have happened in the past, or sort of like have episodes earlier on that are impactful just as much later on as well. And it's absolutely fantastic. That was another fantastic episode of The Sopranos, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction as well. It's been your boy Elie Moses, and I'm pretty sure this is another episode I'm going to dwell upon a lot, and I can't wait to see the aftermath of it as well. Take care. God bless. Peace.